That'd be sick. Yeah, New trades GJ, doesn't he? You're on mute, by the way.
He does, but I think it's one of the worst pairs to trade, honestly. Currently, with all the pairs I trade, it's one of the worst pairs to trade for me.
Really? Yeah, but for you, when you say worst, don't you mean like it's still 50% win rate probably?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It probably. I haven't really. I don't know what my GJ win rate is itself,
Yeah.
but I reckon it does take my win rate down a little bit when I do trade it.
Maybe the strategy I've found, the one I've made for myself, suits GJ best then. Like so
Maybe.
far, it seems like it works quite well. But obviously, I don't want to
Most
speak too
likely.
soon. Let's see next year. Markets could change this and that. So then you have to adapt. But
I'm trying to find out more about market cycles as a whole, to be honest.
what the whole timing
I like
thing?
what new does.
Yeah,
Yeah, market
that is
cycles.
interesting stuff.
I'm trying to find out myself more of that about that because I reckon that will take my trading into another level again. I have a feeling.
Yeah, no,
I
it would
am.
do. Okay, I'll put the
Yeah.
wrong thingy there.
Morning, everyone. Sad face.
That's the wrong face. God.
I'd leave it in advance, to be honest.
Jesus. There we go. Yeah, on GJ, I want to see these lows here get taken. Since it's a Friday, I'm looking for the safer option. We've
Yeah.
taken these lows here, right, just now. But I was just wondering how many people would choose to put their stop losses or like even their sell stops, right, at these lows here instead of this low here. I feel like the most obvious thing, even if you're a new trader, you would literally use 230 instead of 280. It feels like the
Yeah.
the
No, 100%.
the
Yeah.
logical thing to do would be wait for 230, and obviously the hedge funds can see that, the banks can see that. So I'm
Yeah.
expecting that to get taken into the fair value gap, the order block here.
Yeah.
Then from there get a nice push up. We'll see how far I'll target. Potentially targets will probably be this high here. I like this high here. It's looking good. Looks like a little sort of key level. Got rejection. The reason I'm not targeting the full highs is because if this is the from where GJ actually drops on the high time frames, it's not gonna exceed that high. So it's not really a good target to have. I want to be out before that high gets taken. Vice versa, if we
Fair
push
enough.
up
Fair enough.
and we get the sell, that will be even better because it lines up with the high time frames.
Yeah.
And I'll be targeting this level here, the one I'm
If
looking to buy
Eurodollar
for.
falls below 1.03600 around that level, we're probably gonna fill in the wick on a daily level potentially.
Hang on, I'll check it now. Euro USD.
Yeah, I'm on sells currently for Euro USD and I'm on sells on gold as well.
Oh, you're in. When did you enter?
Yeah. Last night,
Nice. What time?
7, 7, 8.
7 p.m. Okay, interesting. A little drawdown, but I'm guessing your stop loss is 04100 somewhere.
You might be right. 1.04 100, yeah.
Oh, what is bang on?
Mm.
Just
Not exactly, because obviously I don't want to get tapped out and then go reverse, so I am. It's slightly
yeah.
higher,
No,
but
that's what I was
yeah,
wondering. Like, how far above do you
yeah.
put it?
It's like 20 pips above or something. No, not 20, sorry. Like 10 pips.
Hang on. What does it look like if I move OBS here? Hang on, guys. Testing something out.
Technical difficulties. Lee, man, what are you looking at? What are you looking at right now?
It's not actually
What's the pair?
difficulties. I'm just
What's the trade?
testing display
I'm trying to
capture.
get some money like you. Also, gold fell last night. I don't know if you guys saw, but gold did fall, as expected. Putin kept his promise.
No, because then
Putin.
Oh, by the way, guys, this isn't. I'm not in this trade. This is before anyone joins, is like, what? What's going on here? Half risk reward. What's going on there?
Oh, simple.
Yeah, hold it. Because I think the quality might change too if I use the smaller screen. Yeah, let's not do that.
Surely he might be running out of money, you know. I think he's coming back to social media. I'm seeing him more and more now. I think he's having a slow return into social media to sell some courses or something. I think he's run out of money.
Oh no! Or is he on Insta, or is he just you just seeing him
I
about?
just see him on everyone's story now, to be honest. He's slight return.
Maybe he's smart. He's been looking at Andrew Tate. He's like, you know what? I need to make my return. Because to be honest,
I don't know if they
you
get
know
along
what?
together.
I can't lie. Yeah, they would get along, but I think if Sean Lee did the same marketing stuff as Andrew Tate, he could probably do quite well too. Because he's had an interesting life, hasn't he? With the whole
Yeah.
trading and everything.
Yeah.
And like, remember those
I
videos
know,
he
though.
used to
Shawnee's
speak
got
about?
pride, innit?
Say that again?
Yeah. Yeah, but Shawnee's got pride, innit? If someone's calling himself top G, he'd be like, no, 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 no. No, I'm the real top G.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Probably.
And they probably have the same view on women and
I reckon
stuff
he'd say,
like that.
nah. Duran would say, I'm the top G.
Yeah. To be fair though,
Maybe.
I feel like if he tried it, someone would expose him as a real scammer.
Probably.
This
Probably.
time for real. Like with Andrew it didn't work, but he'd be an actual literally a scammer. Saying that, I still don't know whether he knew what was going on at Astra. Who knows if they didn't even tell him.
How are you going to expose my teacher like that, man? My guru. How are you going to do that to him?
It was a necessary evil, bro.
I mean, if it weren't for them, like, I reckon Astra, I wouldn't still be trading, to be honest.
What, you would have joined Astra and then fucked up or something?
No, not because I wouldn't have joined Astra, not because I wouldn't have thought that, you can make a full-time income out of it.
Yeah.
Really. Those videos
what,
really
you mean
what
if it
got me
wasn't
going.
because of Astra? Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, because, like,
Yeah.
I didn't see their flexing stuff, and all I saw was their technical analysis, technical videos. So,
Yeah.
you know, I was like, oh, it's actually possible because these people are doing it. And yeah. Well, if I saw their flexing stuff first, I'll probably get turned up. I'll probably go like turn around from trading and never trade again. But
Yeah.
luckily I did.
Yeah, with me it was I guess it was similar. Roger Banks live stream, seeing him do it live, and ooh. Let's see, have the hashtags worked yet? I've literally just put it up. Maybe it might take a couple more streams to optimize it.
Maybe. I
However
wouldn't be
that
surprised.
works.
Can't just be like that overnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm interested. I want to see how it works out. Because I'm sure that's how these other streams... Obviously, there's time as well when you've been doing it for ages. That's obviously a factor. But yeah, but when you see a stream that's no one's talking, no one's saying anything, and there's people watching like 500, I don't understand.
It does piss me off a little bit. I'm like, bro, we put so much effort, like talking, like making it as entertaining as possible. Meanwhile, these guys sit there making it as entertaining P&L like tool and just go like, yeah, take it, boys. If you want to take it, take it. If you want to lose, lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't annoy me like because we just started. Maybe in a bit it will annoy me. I don't know. It depends. I think we've just started, so all of this is just learning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is the camera deciding to play?
Oh, euro's pushing up against the dollar, and gold is also pushing up a little bit.
Why is it using OBS virtual camera?
On
Zoom.
On Zoom, click because you're using your camera for the live stream.
I'm not. I think it's just it thinks I am.
I would have a virtual camera anyways. That's what I do when I have Zoom. A virtual camera or something.
So have you gone on OBS and done it there?
Mm.
Okay, video capture. I'm gonna have to get a webcam, aren't I? How cheap can you get webcams? It's like a good one.
Quite cheap. 10 quid, 20 quid. My one's 40.
For a good one?
Mm.
That's quite cheap, isn't it?
My good one's 50 or 60. Let me check.
Let's say 1080p.
Logitech stream cam.
I mean, it'll be good anyway. Maybe this is the universe saying this is
Mine
the.
was 140.
Say that again.
Mine was 140.
140. Okay.
Yeah.
And what quality is yours? 1080.
1080 also. It's got autofocus on it. Cameras are expensive, man.
That is quite expensive.
Yeah.
Compared to, I don't know, I look around. Yeah, I thought it would be that much, to be fair. This laptop one, it keeps bugging. It's like whenever I move, you know the top half and bottom half. Whenever I move the top half, for some reason it turns off the camera.
For your laptop one.
Well, yeah, I don't. Yeah, for the laptop.
We're just waiting.
What the hell? That isn't
What's
ideal.
happening?
Well, no camera. I'm guessing there's no camera for now.
Let me check. No, there's no camera.
No, I mean, sorry. I mean, just in general, there's going to be no camera for the
Nice.
stream. I can
That's
see
fine.
it on Zoom. Like, I don't need to go on YouTube to see it. So
Well, we'll do the good old no cam.
You know why that's funny? Because I was literally yesterday. I was going back through the old streams. I was like, oh man, we didn't even have a camera back in the day.
No, we didn't do. We didn't even have cameras. I think there was one where I did the camera on it, but like I think it was the gamble stream, the
Oh yeah,
FTMO gamble stream.
that might have been the first one. Yeah, yeah, first one on
Yeah,
the camera.
FTMO gamble screen stream. That's a good gamble though. Again, almost passed it in one day. What can I say? Like
Yeah,
from -9% too as well. So you know what?
yeah.
Well, 19% in one day, not bad.
No, that was pretty good. Morning, Frederick.
Morning, good morning. How you
Big,
doing?
big apologies for the no camera, but you know, it's a
Technical
one-off.
difficulties.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind.
It's fine. He doesn't care about the faces, anyways.
Yeah,
As
true.
long as we get the substance on
Yeah.
analysis on.
What are you thinking on GJ anyway? I know you were looking at it yesterday. Which, by the way, pain. Absolute
Pain.
pain on GJ yesterday. Oh my god. Look at this.
Show your
Basically,
analysis.
for context, guys, let me show you my win on Wednesday, right? I need to show you the context. 1 minute. Oh, this is pain. This is pain.
It is literally pain. It actually is.
Obviously, not. I'm not actually emotional, but it was technically. This was a hit to the ego. I can't lie. So Wednesday, I took this winning trade here, right? Price just missed my stop loss. You can see here, it literally missed it by a micro pip, and I stayed in on a MT5, right? And then we were laughing about it. We were saying, okay, was it a lucky trade or was it a skill trade, right? And then, yeah, price went to my TP, then reversed. And I just about finessed GJ. I kept saying I finessed GJ today. The next day, look at what GJ did to me. I called it, yeah. I said, okay, GJ's going to take these highs, going to get a nice reaction, then we're going to push down to these lows here. And then from there, probably into the fair value gap, which it did pretty well, to be fair. Look at this.
It did practically.
It taps me out by spread. Spread was what tapped me out. Oh my god.
Morning. Yeah, but for the spread finesse, you finessed spread yesterday. 2 days.
Yeah, you know what? Let me check on MT5. I'm guessing my stop loss might have been even different on MT5.
Might have been. It looks like it.
Yeah, maybe it was different on MT5.
Got the L from what? From what, bro?
New.
Oh, GJ.
New.
From GJ.
Look at my fake L right here. I just realized I didn't even get tapped out on Trading View. I could have lied to you guys and been like, yeah, I'm still in this. I got this win.
I mean, it was equals, like literally perfect equals there when it did come back up. So like that was a bit sus, to be fair. I was like, at that point, you just knew that was going to be an L. Realistically, if you keep your stop loss the same, which you should obviously should keep your stop loss the same.
Yeah, my
GJ last night, I thought it might be an L. As I said, we might reach that 166,500 before dropping back down. We've reached it. We even surpassed going to 166,800, I'm pretty sure, and then started dropping.
Yeah, in hindsight, I was looking at this trade and I figured, okay, the way to improve on this is in future, when I see equals like this and I'm still trying to enter, literally just have it to like 5 pips above, just in case. Because risk to reward still would have been good. Let's say I had an extra 2-3 pips. It's still a 1 to 2, right? Like, surely that's worth it, you know? Risking, what, 5 extra pips to save your trade and then just, reduce the risk to reward by 0.5%?
Yeah.
Like, so that's the improvement on that in the future.
If it increases your win rate by like 5-10%.
Yeah, bro, even more than that probably. I'm going to go over all my losses and be like, okay, wait, I'm always getting the direction right. So if I just, when I have a early-ish entry, just have a bigger stop loss on the first entry, you know?
It might even save your whole entry, because obviously you normally, like, when you would lose, you would just re-enter the same direction anyways.
This is what I'm saying. Look at this.
It might save an entire entry.
So whenever I get an earlier entry, right, let's say, I don't know if you can see my screen on YouTube, but are you watching on YouTube?
Me, yeah.
Yeah, so you see the first entry on Wednesday, right? Because it's an early-ish entry, because I always know, okay, price sometimes comes back again.
Yeah.
This was just, I think, one bullish candle or something.
Yeah.
Like, have the safer stop loss. I feel like this one might be an odd one out, but
have
a safer stop loss. It's still a 1-to-1.
Yeah, lower spread. True.
Yeah, true. But I think it could be my issue too, Nu, just to have a bigger stop loss, you know?
I think it could save you a few wins, a few losses. Sorry, save you a few
Quite a
losses. All
few,
right.
yeah. I'm gonna go all my losses be like. So for FTMO, I'm gonna be ready, you know?
Either increase the stop loss, or keep the amount like pip wise, and like have a better entry. It's one or the other. If you want to preserve your risk to reward, then second option's
Uh,
better.
Sorry, say
So
that
for
again.
these buys, have a lower entry, and then basically keeping the same pip value, same pip amount of stop loss. That could work if you can find out how to do that.
Oh, you're saying
Um,
just man?
then
No,
we
no,
should
because
be,
then that wouldn't make sense. Because I
yeah,
wouldn't
because
have
your
my
entry
comp.
requirement would be different, I
Yeah.
suppose. Yeah,
Then it would
yeah,
change up the whole strategy, really.
yeah. That's true. Yeah,
What I prefer is literally just
just
have,
risk management you can control then.
having a safer stop loss. So like instead of candle low, have it below the order block. You know?
Yeah. Currently in drawdown for euro dollar right now. So
Wow.
euro dollar, as expected, it did retrace back in, even past the bloody order block itself. To be honest, I can't lie, but it came back down, so that's fine. So I'm filled in for both of my positions because my other position was 1.750. That was my second entry, so I got filled in on that one. Now I expect euro dollar to actually start crashing back down now. First take profit would be potentially around 1.028, and then taking it potentially all the way down to 1.02, and probably going to take the entire position out there. So that's the thing for euro USD, euro dollar. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, hang on.
Show
I'll
us.
show you in a sec. Or I'll let Mark. Actually, no, he can't share his screen. I'm not sure.
I can show. I can
Uh,
show. I'm on iPad.
before he does that, yeah, new.
Yeah.
I only realized today that I didn't actually get tapped out. I thought my stop loss got tapped, but my stop loss on MT5 was 328. So you're actually right. I shouldn't have even been tapped out on this. On like prices only came up to what 318, a whole pip away. So that is actually quite peak. Analysis was I'm proud of the analysis, but that doesn't mean shit when you don't get the trade.
So okay, so this is my expectation for the what's it called? Euro dollar. Okay, so euro dollar, I wanted to respect this 1.04 level over here that I have. So this weekly level, this weekly red line. If we don't respect this level and you get tapped out, I do expect bullish momentum to continue and go to 1.06. I was more willing to take this trade mostly because my gold trade was already at break even. So I was like, well, you know what? I can risk one more, right? So, but yeah, besides the point. So I do expect it to, respect this level. If this level does get respected, it could potentially go to at least 1.02. That's why it was the level I marked out on the 4 hour, but we'll get into that later. And the next level that you could potentially go to is 1.008. And then lastly, we could potentially go up to back to 1 exactly, right? 1 flat. As for the daily time frame, nothing much to see here besides the fact that we rejected. So look at the price action here. So we rejected, broke above, and then finished back down below once again on the weekly level. So we really are hovering around this level, and this weekly level really is holding quite well, which is a good sign for us. However, as I said, if we do break above this level, then chances are we will probably reach that higher level up there. So that's why it's a good trade, because it's either we are very right or we are very wrong, and that's the trade I kind of like to trade. Next thing on the 12-hour, we do have this what's it called, volume profile on the right. We have volume over here. So we got plenty of volume cluster that could act as resistance right now, which lines up perfectly with the weekly level. I don't have my data of access right now, but I'm pretty sure it's like a decent confluence for us to have that, lining up with the weekly level, the volume. I mean, as for the 4-hour level, nothing much to see here besides the fact this is a bit more clear at 1.02. You can see there's major resistance over here. Why? Sorry, it was major resistance, but now it could act as major support. So why that's the case is, you can see once prices reach this level, it just seemed to just drop from the sky there. So that could be the same, but the opposite for now, because obviously we're now acting as support instead of resistance. Let me get that back. The But yeah, and the other thing is on the hour time frame over here, which is my execution one. We finished below this structure level on the hour time frame. So my first entry was here when we did drop down below, when we retested it. There you go. And then the second one was the retest of this order block. I did expect more bullish momentum to kind of continue here overnight, just for potentially a reversal on London Open. So I had my second entry around this level over here for potentially the continuation back down. So I have one entry here, as I said, one entry over here, and my stop loss, both of them are over here above these buy side liquidity basically over here. And in theory, hopefully anyways, it doesn't do what it normally does, is grab and then reverse. That would be quite unfortunate. But yeah, I just wanted to get a trade in, and if I put my stop loss above this level, it would not have made sense for me to take the trade. So I thought I might as well take the risk, and then take and put it all the way down here. That was my theory. But yeah,
because at that point it's broken the previous day's high, so it doesn't make sense to.
Exactly. So it's a little bit harder for it to make sense to go down. But currently, it's still relevant for it to go down. If you guys want to see the VWAP as well. So by the time I entered, it was also retesting the VWAP over here. So there was another entry complement for myself. But obviously, for most people, they don't look at that. But yeah, that's basically it. At the end of the day, we could end up retesting this first deviation of the upper VWAP, and then continue back down. That could also happened quite a bit actually with my trading recently. So yeah, let's just hope that happens instead of us getting tapped out. The trade.
Nice, good explanation.
There was someone else in the group who had a different confluence. I'm pretty sure he got tapped out, unfortunately, because he had quite a small stop loss. But yeah, he was on the minute time frame, I'm pretty sure. So it's quite unfortunate, but yeah.
Really, minute time frame?
I think it will hit one as well. It's just obviously whether it'll go up to the upper level first or drop down now. It's one or the other, and yeah, I just don't know which one it's going to be. It's a bit tough at the moment.
Bit of a sticky one still.
It's a bit of a sticky one still. By the way, I'm in the kitchen currently because I'm taking care of my brother. I'm taking him to school today. So so that's why I don't have a face cam, nor am I really going to be trading too much today during London session.
I'm just calm. I need to shoot off early as well today. Like
there you go then. It works quite well then.
Wait, when are you going anyway?
Before that, around 8 probably, because I need to get my brother ready for school.
Alright, sound. New said think you'll hit 1.01. Is that your
I do think it's gonna hit 1.01. Won't break this week. What price is your stop? My stop loss currently is 1.04138.
So
I'm just praying it doesn't grab the liquidity. So I know there's buy side liquidity. I'm just hoping it doesn't take buy side liquidity before pushing back down. It's more of a hope at this point. Because if I put it any higher, it wouldn't have made sense for my risk to reward. So I was like, I might as well take the risk.
And what
it's fine. I've had a decent week, so it's not a big loss to me.
TP was 2,700, or was it lower?
TP was 1.02. 1.02. 1.02.
1.02. All right. Nice round number. I see.
Yeah.
Basically here.
Always. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't break this week's high. I'm pretty sure it's grabbed all the liquidity it wants already, so it should, in theory, start pushing down. But yeah, obviously we can't really know for sure.
Are you in sales too now on here?
I think he took the sales too.
I like the week so far, to be honest. It does look like it's rejecting.
It does. That's what I mean. So in theory, I want it to reject that. That weekly level I said.
Yeah.
If that works out, then yeah, this trade's probably gonna actually hit take profit. But if it doesn't, that is the issue. So it's more of a 50-50 chance. A 50% chance of making 1 to 3. Not a bad idea.
Yeah. Like you're probably going to be holding this over the weekend, right? I'm guessing that's what you're expecting.
Yes, I am.
We got this here. To be fair, if it closes like this, it's still a good close on the week. Anywhere around here, then I guess as soon as the next week, we start to break below these candles, we're going to get something like this, aren't we? Where Push down here, wick up here. Maybe Tuesday's the big day. That's where you get your TP.
Yeah.
We've
Although
been
I do
getting
see,
some nice movement, to be fair.
we're probably going to get a big move today. Whether it's in the upside or downside, I'm not too sure yet, but we're probably going to get a big move today.
Oh, do you reckon? Quite a big one today.
Yeah, in a sell, looking at the hourly where's your stop loss at? 1.04, I'm guessing. Just slightly above that.
Probably quite a bit above that, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Flat highs at 1.04.
Yeah,
Oh,
1.0450. Those are, those highs there,
I do see that. It looks a little too tasty.
It does.
But
it does. It looks like it will be hunting it soon.
But the thing is as well, how many more times are we going to break above this key level?
Exactly. And the thing is, we already broken below back into the weekly level on the daily. So like I was like, well, that's quite, it's quite a big tell sign. It's probably primed to go down now. So I was like, I don't think I'd want to wait for another liquidity grab. I think we're just going to drop now.
Yeah. Plus, if we did start to break above there, we'd be breaking bearish structure. Which so I think, I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying this because you're in the trade, but at that point, we are in bullish structure, so we could probably expect this anyway.
Yeah, that's potentially.
Obviously, that's minor structure, so
we'll see. I'm not too scared about this trade, to be honest.
You had a good week, some extra profit, just risking it.
Exactly. Just same as a gold trade, right? It was. I mean, unfortunately, I got caught in consolidation again. I thought I got it. I got the move correctly this time with the I would enter at the right time, but it didn't work out too well. We are pushing heavy on euro dollar, to be fair. Pushing heavy. It might reverse during London Open. It might not. It might not.
Jesus Christ, what are they sending on a trading game?
What happened?
Go on the crypto chat, what the hell?
I'm not on my laptop, so I on my computer, I can't go on the chat. You can't go on chats during when you're on your iPad, apparently. It's weird. Yeah, so I'm not allowed to talk to people.
Yeah, a bit too mad, let's just say that. Gold. New, in your expert advice.
I like that.
In
your EA.
Yeah, that made no sense. In your expert advice, in your experience. Why did you link that? Actually? I don't know why I linked that. I don't know what I was going to ask. I had nothing to ask.
Yeah, what were you going to ask? You just left it.
I already had the answer, so I was like, I don't know. It's Friday. Adeel's lost the plot. It's gone.
How the hell? I just realized, you just retraced the whole entire bearish candle over there. Like the entire thing. It's that big bearish candle, euro dollar, it just completely reversed it. It made a top wick on the 4 hour, I think. That's what it did.
Yeah.
I think that's what it did. Yeah, it was actually, you're right. It's basically your theory of if it left no top wick, it'll probably create one. Guess that worked out in euro dollar. There you go.
Yeah, not even theory. It's like
set common sense.
It's just life. It's just life. Let's do it now. Literally, how many candles can you see without a top or bottom wick on screen right now? Literally, okay, I've got one so far.
I've got 2 positions on euro dollar.
Two
positions on euro dollar. 2 shorts. Both at 0.5% risk, so overall risking 1% on euro dollar.
3, 4.
What are you talking about?
I have seen 4 candles without either a top or bottom wick.
Oh, you're counting the candles.
Sorry, no, it's actually, if I count these guys here, probably like 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's say 7. There's loads of them in a row for some reason. Out
So what's
of 135 bars, 7 candles had neither a bottom or
that? No.
top wick. So what does that mean when you're trading? It means if price is going in a certain direction and it doesn't have a wick on the other
Yeah.
side,
It'll
chances
probably
are
go.
it's
Oh,
going
yeah.
to make it. So don't trade against it, you know?
Yeah. I
If
think the
you,
real thing to really look at is look at the chart for like 8 hours, right? And actually see there's this if it starts with a bottom wick, it starts with no bottom wick or top wick, wait and see how many times it actually creates one. And I think that would be a
oh
great
my
way to
God, guys, that's true. We just found a strategy.
there you go.
There's the trading strategy. Look
Yeah.
at every single candle, go on the 1 minute time frame. Whenever, no, not the 1 minute, but literally, if you go on the daily or weekly,
Yeah.
whenever there's no bottom or top wick,
See how many times it
saying
actually
that,
not maybe not weekly, it'll take too long to get enough data in the
yeah,
weekly.
saying that,
Maybe
this
an
is,
hour.
that's
Yeah.
basically how you guys trade. You go on the weekly, you look, okay, it doesn't have a bottom or top wick, it's probably going to make one. Let's look for a buy or sell on the lower time frames.
I guess.
That's essentially what you
That's not
guys
how
do.
I trade. No, I look at the wicks, not the actual weekly wick. That's actually the week of the chart as a whole, like the entirety of the market in the weekly. I don't by weekly wicks. I don't mean actually like look at the weekly whether it made a wick or not. I
No,
mean
but I
like
mean,
I'm
like, I'm
looking.
sure that plays into your analysis a lot. I swear I've heard you say that.
Yeah, there was because there was one time it didn't make a bottom wick on the weekly, already like 2,000 pips above, and I didn't see it, and so I was like, "Oh, we're screwed, bro."
Oh,
Me and
right,
well,
right,
I
right.
told me I was like, "No, I just noticed something. We don't have a bottom wick on the weekly candle here, and we're already
Yeah.
on Friday, so we're screwed here." And then yeah, we were screwed. Yeah, that trade on ECAD, absolutely. Exactly.
Got you,
Oh,
got
that
you.
trade on ECAD yesterday. What happened with that ECAD? I was on about ECAD as well, by the way. But yeah, what happened with ECAD yesterday? Waited for the punch at 6 a.m. 4 hour high again and then took it. Did it win? Because I'm pretty sure ECAD dropped, didn't it? Fell from the sky, I'm pretty sure. Although, to be fair, I honestly think it's actually, which one, sorry?
Can you explain it again? I clip it.
The euro dollar, the euro USD trade? If so,
Explain
yeah,
what,
I'm on.
Frederick?
You took the win. Lovely stuff. New, beautiful stuff.
Nice.
It did drop from the sky, I saw. It's same with gold, actually. It dropped the same time as gold, and it might have been fundamentals then. Beautiful stuff.
The Wix.
Oh, the Wix.
Oh,
Oh, go
okay.
for it. This is news special. Not news.
Oh,
This is
nice one. If you're gonna clip it, maybe you could send it to us on Instagram as well. That
So
actually be,
it's
if you can send it to us, because then we can just, it makes our life easier, you know.
go for it. I just need to tell my brother to hurry up eating.
1 minute, yeah, I'll go on the weekly. That's why I took the GJSL. I was up quite nicely. Yeah, I was just saying, I was on the weekly and I looked. Yeah, I was on the weekly. I was saying, on all the candles on the screen, there was about 135 candles on screen. 7 of them had neither a bottom or top wick. 7 of them out of 135. So that's nearly, I think, like 2%. 2% of all the candles. So literally, what that means is if you're looking for a buy or sell, and you know the candle doesn't have a bottom or top wick on either side, depending on what you're trading, don't trade against it. So for example, let's say you're trying to buy, but the current candle doesn't have a bottom wick, the current weekly candle. Why not just wait for the next week or for that current week to make the bottom wick? Like I said, 2% of the 135 candles. So if you just want to increase your probability of winning, which is what we're trying to do as traders, look at the wicks. Like, the wicks are the most important part. Like, I've only just recently started paying more attention. The wicks, if you literally just look at the chart, any time frame, aside from maybe the seconds charts, half of them, they don't, like 2%, 1%, 3%, they don't have, sorry, I got a bit lost there. They all have bottom and top wicks. So just to increase your win rate in an easy way, don't trade if there's no bottom or top wick. I think it's the most logical thing to do to easily increase your win rate. The wicks are where the money. Yeah, that's it, man.
I mean, yeah. To be fair, I think wicks are more important because like with candle open, right? It's like it all depends on where the candle closed previously. So is it really that important? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know whether like the candle.
No worries, Frederick. Say that again, Mark.
So like with candle opens, right? I
Yeah.
don't think they're that important of a data point. Mostly because like, well, it's just where candle closed anyways.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same unless it jumped, obviously, unless there's a gap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of the time, it's the same place. But wicks, they are determined obviously on the actual, actual
Yeah.
movement of
But
the candle.
that's it,
That's what.
because wicks are the actual highs and lows.
Yeah.
The candle close is just in the middle. It's always going to be, not always, but like I said, unless there's no top or bottom
Candle close
wick.
is also important. Candle close is also important, but I don't
Yeah.
think candle is that important.
But in general, let's say you're trying to draw what's happening. Whenever I'm doing this, I don't know if you can see my screen again, but what are you actually looking at here? You're looking at the wicks. You're not looking at candle closes. The wicks are actually the main part.
For me, I don't know, because I mean,
It's saying that
New said
obviously
it
I look
open
at
as a.
rejection candles too, so it is important for me too. But I'm saying when you're looking at how prices moved overall, it's technically the wicks.
By the way, this is just debating. By the way, it's not proven facts or anything yet. We haven't back tested. This is literally just us like spitballing ideas, Frederick. So obviously, take everything we say here with a grain of salt until we've actually
Yeah.
proven it, some sort of data. Um, but for me, it's candle opens. I mean, I don't know because candle opens literally is just where the candle closed previously to it. So like, is it really that important for me? I don't know.
Yeah.
Wicks, yeah, well, wicks. That's what I mean. It's where extremes are the extreme sides of the market, extreme buyers and extreme sellers, right? So that for me is important because
Yeah.
in with a bottom wick, there could be loads of sellers trapped there. For the top wick, there could be loads of buyers trapped there. We don't know. They could have basically bought the highs, and then when you buy the highs, it's what's it called? When you buy the highs, your psychology or clearly going to be all over the place. So those people are the most vulnerable in the market for me, anyways. How this is how I see it, and for the sellers that took the sells at the very bottom, they're the most vulnerable, obviously, in the market as well. So I take that into consideration sometimes. Obviously, I don't. I'm not. I haven't like really mastered that quite yet, nor have I really looked it too into it. But it's just a thought I had. That's why I feel like the wicks, especially in the weekly, are very important. Because
Yeah.
imagine if you bought the bottom of the weekly wick, right? Imagine how if you sold the bottom of the weekly wick, imagine how down bad you are psychologically if you're still holding that trade. Just like
Yeah.
that's what I just look at. That's how I see it, anyways. Or even in the hour, because if you're trading in the hour, you're probably gonna have a higher lot size than on weekly. So it's probably the same exact concept. But yeah, it's just a little thought. And as for the open, I mean, like I don't know, it's not as important to me.
Yeah. Saying that, I do obviously look at the open a lot with my strategy,
Mm.
because if I'm deciding whether a candle is a rejection candle or not, you
Yeah.
technically have to know where the open is to decide that. You know. Let's
Okay,
say
that's
you got buyers for
that's
next
it.
week.
Will be bearish. Okay, so I got a bearish weekly bias. I'm with you. I'm with you so far.
Oh,
So then you look to sell above
that's
the
true.
open
That is true.
or sell it.
So
Okay, yeah.
that's
Yeah,
why it's quite important, I guess. I don't know if
I
you're finished yet,
suppose,
but
yeah.
that alone does make sense.
For me, it wouldn't be the open though. It'd be the candle close previous to it, would it not?
No, he means
The previous weekly close,
uh,
or like the previous
no, he just means,
um.
let's say this closed here, uh,
Sorry, yeah. Let's look at your
7th
chart.
of
Sorry.
November. I
Yeah,
think he just means, let's say this closed bearish. You're looking for price to at least take this low now, right, of this candle. He's
yeah,
saying when the next week wicks up, that's when you want to enter. You don't want to enter once it's wicked down and starts creating the bearish candle, because you already know it's going to finish bearish. So if you're expecting it to
right.
finish bearish, you want to trade it while it looks bullish. Does that make sense? It's sort of
Oh,
simple. If
that makes sense.
I mean, you probably do that anyway, I'm guessing.
I probably do, but it's just more subconscious, and I didn't really realize how important it would be. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. No, I see your point. I see your point. To be fair, At the end of the day, I mean, I suppose you're right. All parts of it are, all parts of it are very important. Candlestick anatomy, I guess, yeah, it's quite an important concept. So you're right. You're right. What's up? What's up? How you doing?
What?
That should be one of our things. Once we get a soundboard going, bro, that should be one of it.
Yeah.
What's up?
What are you saying, Fernando? That's how I catch the top one. Yeah, that is a good theory, to be fair.
That is a very good theory. I rate
It's
that.
funny. There's all these little tips and tricks, isn't there, that I've never really noticed before I started looking at the candles properly and Nu started mentioning it.
This is what I mean. So that's why I want to have like a crash course with Nu. I'll teach you my strategy if you teach me yours.
Yeah.
Because I actually do want to get more into market timing. I want to learn more about markets, cycles. And I'm pretty sure you know more about that than I do.
All you need to know about the market cycles is look at the moon, bro.
Look at the moon.
Look at the moon.
Look at the mood.
Yeah, look at the moon, you know. If there's a full moon, obviously you're selling. That's literally how life
My
works.
strat is open. I'll pay you. I'll pay you $1,000. I'll pay you $1,000, mate. My guru list grows to add Nu to it.
Oh, the hit list. Nah, Nu's on the hit list now.
Yeah, Nu's on the hit list.
Nu's on the hit list. What, you mean from the top?
He's gonna think it's gonna be a daily. It's gonna be some sort of weekly open. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. He's just gonna shove it right there. He's like, yeah. See, that's what I mean.
This is how Nu gets such a good win rate, man.
It is honestly. It is.
As in what? 17th October. You know why this is interesting? You're right, Ahmed. It is retesting. What was I gonna say? You know why this is interesting as well, Nu? It's basically the same week from October, so it looks like it's the 3rd week of October, and we're in the 3rd week of November. I don't know if that's coincidence.
It's the moon. It's the moon. It's the moon. It's the moon.
I'm telling you, there was a full moon on these 3 weeks.
Full moon on those days.
There was a full moon. There was a, the tides
were high in Cornwall somewhere.
The tides are turning. We said, Nu, don't say lol, bro. We know that's how you trade.
Bro, we know you look at the moons, Nu. Don't even lie.
He stands in his garden. His wife's like, "What are you doing, bro?" He's got a little telescope.
He goes stargazing in his garden to look at the moon. How does that make sense?
Oh my god, Julia, Capricorn is rising. It's time to sell. Oh shit.
For those astrology traders out there, sorry, not sorry, bro. Sorry, not sorry. October open last quarter. Nah, see, I really agree with you. No need to like tell me I'm wrong. I get it. I agree with you now.
October open is the last quarter. Oh, does he just mean as in some Monday 3rd October or the daily? Let's see.
October, yeah. I mean,
would you do that on the daily or the weekly? If you think it'll be bearish, you want to sell with high. Hold up. So he's on 3 month now, right?
Would you want to sell above the open because it got liquidity in it, or like what? Why would you want to sell above it? Surely you want it to hold, right? That's trading 101, right? No. It's just for explanation for my stupid brain. Also, Eurodollar has literally rejected and grab highs over there. Well, not grabbed highs. Which it made a top wick and started falling on the 4-hour time frame. Talking about Eurodollar here, boys. Eurodollar sells we have.
Is it starting to fall?
Yeah, it's starting to fall. Not today. Just saying. When it opened anything above that price, you're just looking for sales, right? Because you want that to hold. So if it pushes above, you want that daily top. If it's still bearish, so I'm already in EU sales from last night. So if you got a bearish bias, if it goes above the weekly open or something, you want to sell because in theory it should technically hold. Is that what you're trying to say? I think that's what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Enigma, this is his trade. It's about to go into profit now.
I'm in profit for one of them. Yes, you want to look for any... Right, okay, that makes sense. Because you're saying technically it's an extreme high. So you want it... You want to... It's basically, you're saying, in terms of RSI, because you look at the moon and that, it's overbought. Basically, it's overbought because we all know you look at the moon, and RSI was created because of the moon.
True, true.
But no, it actually in all seriousness though, I think he does mean because it's overbought in his own analysis.
Basically, yeah.
I think it's a pretty good way.
That's interesting. Every strategy has their own way of saying the same thing.
By the way, I'm gonna make a note of that because I do actually want to learn more about things like that.
Yeah, for sure. There we go. There's my.
I neglected open candle opens all this time, not knowing that it was actually the one thing I needed for my trading to actually be profitable.
Yeah.
I'm joking, by the way. I am profitable, all right? I promise. I swear.
No, what was I going to say?
Yeah, we still in EU. My first entry was around 1.03610. My second entry was around 1.03750. Oh, I was gonna sell around 1.0. You do love your breakouts, don't you? You do like your breakouts, although it's a little bit choppy around that level, wouldn't you say? Let's look at the 15-minute actually, because you trade 15-minute. Oh, okay. I mean, even still, isn't it a little bit choppy around that level for you? 640.
Let's see.
Wouldn't you want to wait for a break of the wicks first? Like, at least, like, maybe, let's say, 1.03...
Yeah, I've noticed Elite Man doing this. He enters a little early before the breakout.
Yeah, at the moment has been bending around. Yeah, 1.036 on flat. Wouldn't you want to enter there, around that level, and sell there? Since you are a breakout trader, that's surely what you want to do. It's clean candles to the left after that, realistically. I mean, we have a few wicks blocking the way, but still cleaner than usual.
Mm.
Every time I see a weekly high gets broken, I'm selling. Straight away. I'm not even looking for a compliment, I'm just selling, no stop loss. Straight up.
I'm telling you,
$100.
guaranteed 10 pips. As soon as the high is it's going to retrace a little.
Guaranteed 10 pips. Don't say that.
It's guaranteed 10 pips.
That's not financial advice, guys. We're joking. Are we joking about it not being financial advice, or are we joking about the strategy? You'll never know.
You'll never know. It's all,
Instructions unclear. Blew my account.
it's all it's all alleged. It's all alleged.
Back tested that strat.
Mark's
one?
about to after the stream. He's
Which one? The 10
pip guaranteed.
10 pip move. Hell no, I have not. How am I supposed to backtest it on a weekly when the weekly gives me an entire bloody candle? Actually,
he just made it up on the spot, bro.
No, I'm joking.
If you go back in the chat, Fernando, Nu was basically saying, actually, yeah, let's quickly.
Well, we were just debating about whether weekly, so like candle opens are important. I said it wasn't as important as wicks. And Nu proved this point by saying, "Well, my strategy is based around opens.
Yeah.
If your bias is bearish, and the next candle goes above like a weekly high or something, or a weekly open, then you'd want to sell." What's with gold? We're selling gold at the moment. Let me see what's happening with gold. I haven't checked in a while.
Let me explain the weekly thing to Fernando.
Sorry, carry on.
Nu was basically saying, if you're looking for sells, you want to sell while the candle is bullish. It's quite a logical, simple thing, to be fair. If, let's say, this weekly candle closed bearish, so on the next week you think, okay, it's probably going to continue downwards to this low here. He's saying that you should sell while the next candle is bullish, because if you sell while the candle's bearish, you missed out on the best time to enter. That was pretty simple. To be fair.
Well, as well, if you just look for because you just feel like it's overbought. If your bias is bearish, you really want that open to hold for the week, right? You want that open to hold, or else, well, technically it broke a structure level in my sense, anyways. So you want that to hold. So you look for sell setups to target below that, I guess. I mean, Nu can explain it way better than we can, because obviously it's a strategy.
Yeah.
So yeah. But that's our basic. That's how I understand it. And as for gold, I'm looking for sells. I was selling since 1.774, 781. We had a big drop yesterday. It's pretty good. Our stop loss was around 792, but everyone should be at break even by this point because we put our stop loss to break even just before news. Most people should be enter around 1774, which yeah, that's what I said.
Was it Wednesday?
And yeah, around that. I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. And or Tuesday actually. I'm not too sure how long I've been holding this. I can't lie. And what's it called? And our first target 1753. Second target will be around 1728. Third target will be around 1680. EU sells. I'd wait for an actual like setup first to occur before. I don't know what your setup requirements are. I don't know what your entry requirements are. But if you want to get in on our bias, I'd probably wait for that entry setup first. That way you don't regret taking the sells if it does go south. That's just my personal, advice. Not financial, of course.
I bet you can't wait for these candles to get reached here.
Which one?
You Roger Banks alike, mate. Clean candles to the left. 1744.
Gold. Yeah.
Yeah, gold.
If it bloody drops below that level, jeez, mate. Oh.
It's moving a little slow though. To be fair, it hasn't really done much.
Time.
I'm seeing another.
What kind of gold trade is this? What gold trade? Who would sell at those highs? Do you know what I mean? What a dickhead.
Yeah, I wonder who would sell that. You know what's crazy?
Gold.
Should I tell you what's crazy? You know that same pattern we saw the other day? This little head and shoulders thing? It's being formed again.
Yeah. Oh, not this again. But
literally.
Not this again.
If you look at this pattern here, no, this actually happens a lot. The whole fractal thing. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we see what we were looking at...
Profit.
Like during the week, we were looking at this pattern. Like we were joking around, saying, not even joking, but sometimes it does actually play out. We had the pattern. Right?
Yeah, half meaning.
It's quite similar on both sides, right? And we said, okay, it's probably going to complete that leg. And now, if you look at the higher time frames, it's literally doing the exact same thing.
On the higher time frame, yeah. So, if you go on the go on a little bit higher time frame instead of showing on the 15.
I mean, maybe there's another one even higher up. No, I mean, you won't be able to see on the 4 hour.
Go on like an hour or something. There you go. Yeah. It's probably forming that now.
Actually, it probably looks better on the hour. Yeah, so like, that literally, look how now it looks like identical. That's weird.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I don't trade head and shoulders, but if it forms in my direction, then beautiful stuff, right? In extra confidence for myself, but I don't normally trade head and shoulders. I'm more confident about this gold sales mostly because we're already at break even. But yeah, as New said, so different people have different take profits for gold. But overall, my bias is short. So if you want to get on that, find your own entry requirement if you want to, and then yeah. I don't know what other people's requirements are.
Well, I agree with Mark. What was he agreeing with?
My ship has sailed. I think EU maybe. EU sells, potentially.
Okay, EU. Head and shoulders for gold. 1740. Yeah, news in this as well.
1740, yeah. No, news is like risky. I was like targeting like first like 16. That was it.
I'm surprised that's not 1600 for you.
1752, yeah. 1752, which is already like a few hundred pips, right? Bear in mind.
Right, that's interesting.
So yeah, it's already 200 pips, but news like no. If I'm gonna take this trade, I want at least 300 pips. Okay. Fair enough.
That's interesting. So I don't know, his first TP is once we reach the clean candle area. Yeah. Which I guess it makes sense because we'll probably see a little bounce up.
Yeah.
Before we push down, just to get some more buyers in.
True.
And sellers.
I think we got a really good entry here. Realistically, I don't think we should get tapped here. For break even, but if we do, then it is what it is. We also have the EU trade, but I will say if we get tapped out on gold, we'll probably get tapped out on EU as well, just because they align quite well. They're quite correlated. So if gold starts pushing up, then EU will push up as well. That's what I mean by yesterday. I doubled down on my bias for Dixie. because obviously I feel like Dixie will, or not. I don't feel like I see Dixie going up soon, and therefore gold in EU will drop. Boys, going back.
Oh yeah, I saw some sort of speeches going on. How important was it
45
though?
minutes. Make him speak. Every time those buggers speak, gold drops. So like everyone speak, man. Everyone say your piece. I remember which one was it? What's his name again? The
Powell.
Powell. Yeah, it was when Powell was speaking, bro. I just kept saying, bro, just keep speaking. Every time he spoke a word, it just dropped.
Yeah, I saw this
Every time.
earlier. Central Bank President Lagarde. So maybe he'll affect your trade, bro.
EU, yeah, Euro for
Yeah.
sure. Central Bank's Europe, right?
Yeah. Like, guys, the blackouts are coming. It's happening. I wonder if Europe's going to do the same thing.
What?
The whole blackout thing, saving electricity.
I don't know, man. What do they have major like oil countries?
I'm not sure. Candles gonna be lit.
It's good. It's not a bad idea, to be honest. It's just a bit, a bit of a hassle if it does happen. We're talking about the blackout, like potential blackout in the
Yeah.
UK.
Is anyone?
So
Yeah, you guys having it too? Fernando, Ahmed. We got
I
guys
reckon
from all over the world. To be fair, right now. So, are you
I
guys having blackouts, planned blackouts in your countries, or not?
there'll be riots in America if they did that.
I mean, not if they split it up the way they're doing it here.
Nah,
Actually, you know what? Maybe there would be.
There'll be riots, bro.
America, people
I
actually.
mean, America's got loads of oil, anyways, domestic oil, so they're fine.
Do they?
Yeah,
Right. Does America have, or maybe in the
America,
sea?
America's got oil. Got massive landmass. They gotta have oil somewhere. Surely, just keep digging. You'll find. Surely, bro.
First time hearing about it. Yeah, but basically in the UK, they're saying in January and February, for about, it's really just like 6 to 9 hours for each area per week. Basically,
Per
it's
week.
different depending on where you live. They're gonna cut out the electricity just to save,
Some petrol.
save the
and not
reserves because they don't have
Yeah.
enough or something like
save
that
oil.
for like 2
Forge-
months. I don't know if you've
4G.
heard about it, Nu, or not.
So I don't know what area you're in, but like you might not be able to trade for like 3 hours of the day for like twice a week.
Yeah.
That 3 times a week.
It's interesting because the first time I heard about it was my barber telling me. No one else was talking about it.
I don't think it's quite proven quite yet, but it is something it is on the works, and they've kept it very quiet because a lot of people don't even know about it. So
I mean,
it
I
makes me
understand.
wonder, is it real? Is it not? Like it makes me wonder.
Yeah, I understand why they would keep it quiet. Like they probably just say.
They did take a trade yesterday. We took GJ trades on live yesterday, but unfortunately,
here you go, Ahmed.
Adeel can say it.
Make what you will of this trade. Do you think I got stopped out or not? Yeah, spreads got me here. This was my trade. I shouldn't have got tapped out, but called it alright. The analysis was very good. Just unfortunately, spread got me. I don't know if you guys would have got tapped out or not. It depends on your broker, but yeah, it was a 1 to 2.4 trade. Unfortunate. Sold ER 1.03800. What, just now, New? Good days, bad days. Yeah, that's it. Stop at Mark's level. God damn, New. Getting them sniper entries. No, there was no bottom wick. There was no bottom wick on this candle. I see why you did it.
Adeel's stop loss was actually my entry, by the way.
What, on
GJ? On GJ.
Was it? When did you enter GJ?
I'm joking. Just a joke. I joke.
Just shows his face for a second.
show you that I was a joking face.
Well, in that case, you wouldn't have entered anyway because my stop loss didn't get hit.
Oh, is that right? My bad. My bad.
Pete
What did
Dan,
New
that
say?
was the whole
Stops at
point. I
max
didn't get
level.
into.
Targeting 1. Oh, right. His stop loss is the same as mine. And then, yeah, targeting 101. 1.01. I'm targeting 1 exactly, but yeah, that makes sense to target 1.01. But that's a long-term target, though. I'm closing partials around 1 point. Sorry for the TV, by the way. I'm with my brother right now. 1 point. Let's see. 1 point. 1.02. First take profit. And then 1 exactly is my second take profit, holding the rest potentially. Probably closing partials along the way, but still, that's the thing. Adeel, you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm just quiet as hell.
10 seconds of silence. Is that too quiet?
How long did that was 10 seconds, I reckon. What do you think? That was quiet or what?
Nah, but we're allowed to be quiet for 10 seconds.
Absolutely not. Keep talking, bro. You gotta keep talking.
You might as well show your TV, whatever EJ's watching.
No, I will not.
Silence it is.
Silence kills the vibe. I don't know. I think Adeel's muted or I don't know what he's doing, bro. I was taking care of my brother. Sorry. I was gonna talk, but yeah. And I'm looking at gold trade right now. We rejected a previous resistance. But it looks like we did that same for Euro as well. I think Adeel's off. I think Adeel's gone. Yeah, we're rejecting 1768 right now. We just below it. 1766. We have created a bit of a trend. Let me see here. You guys won't be able to see the entire screen, but you guys can see some parts of it, I guess. Selling GJ potentially. Let's see. I think he's waiting for a break above 166, 166.635. Waiting for that, and then probably gonna sell. For me, to be fair, would want to sell GJ. To be honest, it is a good sell. To be fair, all currency pairs is like a good sell, which is quite scary because it means not all of them are gonna work out. GA looks like a good sell too. Once it breaks below. Again, well, I'm already selling gold, so that's a good sell. Euro USD, also a decent sell if it does fall back down below to 1.36600, basically 1.3600. If it falls below that level, clean candles to the left, probably all the way down to 1.033. Once that's broken, probably moving to break even, to be honest, or I don't know if that's too early. We'll see. We'll see how price action is. I might end up moving it to break even just after that level, potentially 1.03037. I mean, it would make sense. That would be 1-to-1. So for most people, that would make sense. So for that too, for nothing much else. Let's look at Bitcoin. That's always a fun one. Bitcoin's rallied yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it rallied yesterday. Well, last night around 12 o'clock. Pushed up. We made equal highs up here. We could end up taking those equal highs. Not obviously. You guys probably can't see this, to be honest, because it's probably a small screen. Let me check what it looks like on the live. In the live. Oh no, you can. Nice. In the live. Oh no, you can. Nice. Adeel, you're muted, or he might be getting ready for. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. Did he say something before he left, or nah? But we did make equal highs up here. 16,950, potentially breaking that before continuing back down. But my overall big sell that I'm waiting for is going back up to retrace up to 18,500 before we continue back down into 13,000. Well, let's just say 14,000. That's my overall big sell for Bitcoin. You can see I've been waiting for it since like 13th of November. It's now 18. So for 5 days, I've been waiting for this trade. Still nowhere near it as well. Yeah, we're just waiting. I might have to look at the lower time frame here to get a quick scalp for Bitcoin. But that is my overall big selling area, is 18,500 for the continuation back down. Kind of like what I did over here at, this level 21,200 all the way back down. I kind of want a repeat of that. You can see here that we had a huge spike up leading to it. We may see that again. We may get another huge spike up before a sell-off. It does tend to happen a lot. You can see with Bitcoin, after a huge spike up, you see a huge push back down. After a huge spike up, we get a huge spike down, especially recently as well with fundamentals. Again, huge spike up and push back down happens all the time. You see that? This is why I love doing this Bitcoin thing, because it fits my strategy perfectly. This is probably one of the only times it doesn't do that. It spikes up, it gets a small spike down, but it doesn't continue bearish. Again, huge spike up, and then you can see that it continues falling back down below again, and then starts tracing. You can see what I mean here. Every time it spikes a lot, except for these ones. You probably would have had a series of losses if you started trying to sell over here. But this is on the run up. This was the bull run, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is the start of the bull run. But even in the bull run, you can see that if you just sold here, this was not the bull run, but yeah. After 19,000, it's huge spike down. Again, huge spike up, yes?
I don't like
yes, that's fine. So yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for. Again, just to reiterate, I want kind of like almost like a very quick spike to the upside, potentially going up to 18,500. Although I do have a level here at 17,630. Just call it 17,650, just to round it up. And I do expect a big spike to the downside of 14,000. Or if it's not a big spike down, it's gonna probably like have a small what's it called? At least a push down. It may not be a big one, it may not be a quick one, but at least a push back down into thingy. What's it called? 13,000 or 14,000, around that level. That's what I'm expecting. But yeah, you can see here again, big spike up and it starts pushing back down. It happens in all time frames. Bitcoin's just like that. I don't know what it is about Bitcoin, but it just seems to do that. So basically every time what I say is entices buyers. Every time it gets people excited, especially in Bitcoin, and it just shuts down everyone's hopes and dreams of becoming rich, and just literally just goes back down again. It is like literally the perfect trade. It's almost like the perfect trading for me, because it's what I like to do.
It's just
You
a
see it on gold
replica
as
of
well.
what it does overall.
You see it on gold as well all the time. It does entice a lot of buyers.
That's funny.
Oops. It does entice a lot of buyers, you can see, and then it does a quick push to the downside and basically ruins everyone's hopes and dreams. So that's my analysis on Bitcoin and everything else. I will have to go there because I have to get my brother ready for school. So I hope everyone enjoys the day, and I hope everyone gets a win with GJ, because I think there is a buy coming up potentially. And London has opened, by the way. So yeah. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you guys next week. See you on Monday.
So it's good timing.
Sound
guys. See you Monday, 6:45 again. Cheers everyone for
tuning in. See you in a bit.